Hello everyone, welcome to Student Union. This is a demo right now, and this was developed and published by Visual Novel Village. Now I did cover this a long time ago before my original channel's termination, but I would like to, take a look at it again. So let's go ahead and start the game. And let me just check my preferences first. Oh, that's pretty slow. Now we can start. Blood, dirt, and sweat coat my arms to the elbows, and I can no longer tell where any of it came from. If I keep going with this, I'll eventually be caught. What the hell am I going to do? Turner! A teacher rushes into the office, pushing the door with more force than necessary. I flinch in my seat and sit upright. After taking a step in, she stops. She finds me in the chair across on the empty desk. Oh. Hey, you're in my class this year, aren't you? Hey, Miss Webb. Yeah, this year's the first. She eyes me with suspicion. What are you doing in here? I was called in on the intercom earlier, so I'm not sure yet. Okay, please keep waiting. She holds back annoyance, though not very well. As she exits, she closes the door more softly than she opened it. I look at the space around me. This is the first time I've been here. The administration offices are sectioned off from the classrooms, and this one dwarfs the others. Unattended coffee, or maybe it's tea, sits on the desk. Steam coming from the cup wafts in the sunlight entering from the window. I take a breath while combing the office with my eyes. Actually, by the smell, it's definitely coffee. On the wall, there's a framed certificate titled Masters of Business Administration. It was issued from a prestigious university about 6 years ago. Near the degree are sets of frames arrayed with pinned butterflies. A wireframe model of dodecahedron rests on the desk. Interrupting my fidgeting, and this time without a knock, a well-dressed man enters and greets me with a smile. Hi there, Lane. Thanks for being patient. I'm the assistant principal, Mr. Underwood. I must not be in trouble, so I stand and extend my hand. His smile curves stronger at the gesture, and he shakes my hand firmly. His grip is stronger than mine. He closes the door behind him, walks to his desk, and seats himself. Go ahead, sit. I heard that you were asking around for about odd jobs you could do for the school. I returned to the same chair across from his desk that I had been warming and leaned forward. Yes, sir. I was wondering if I could make extra money during the school year. I was thinking of saving up for college. Admirable. You are in your senior year, right? Want to get a summer job? I worked at the library downtown over the break. I was trying to figure out something more local. The bus schedule makes it tricky. The Kafka Library. Yes, a bit of commute. Nearly an hour each way. He drinks from his coffee and looks past me for a moment. Well, I do have something. I have been introducing the idea to a few of the other seniors. What is your background? I straighten up in my seat a bit I've had this interview-like exchange a few times. I'm from here, so I grew up with a lot of the students. Not that I know them all well, but I'm not shy. My grades are important to me. I'm a hard worker and I've had lots of jobs. Probably more than other students. Mr. Underwood seems receptive and maintains eye contact with me. I notice he's thumbing the side of his cup. His fingernail colors white from the pressure. Where else? I worked at the Passing Gas. The gas station. Yeah, I worked afternoon shifts on the weekends for a while. I stocked shelves at the grocery too. Also, they sometimes need help at the water treatment plant and hire interns, so I've done work there on and off. Stay busy. All your work will pay off and you should feel proud. I grit my teeth and hold back in response. After a couple seconds pass, I nod slightly. Mr. Underwood pats a small stack of papers on his desk. You have excellent grades too. You are a strong candidate. However, something I cannot glean off from your profile is whether or not you're able to work with little instruction. What I need is a student to take the project and run with it, reporting in weekly. He pauses, waiting for a response. I'm nervous, not from the content of the conversation. Content, my bad. From something else. My face may betray me, but I attempt a confident nod. I'd be happy to try. What do you need? I need someone with an entrepreneurial spirit to take the lead on forming a student union. There's the experimental phase, and I'm trying to convince the board that it is valuable to both the students involved and the administration, despite an upfront cost. As the president, you would put in a minimum amount of 10 hours in a week, report to me directly, and you would have a small budget. 10 hours will not be a problem. Do you mean a group to represent all the students? As you might know, our school receives federal funding. Our facility is part of the public education system, so our local government is mandated to allocate money to us, to help us maintain resources for our students. The amount to receive may fluctuate when officials change offices, policies, legislation, or the state takes in more or less than anticipated. Our school system tends to be placed below other priorities. What sort of initiatives, I guess, are more important than school? It depends on whom you ask. Insurance programs, infrastructure, subsidizing local businesses, law enforcement, and assistance to struggling families. At mention of his last example, I catch myself looking at the worn tip of my sneaker and redirect my gaze to Mr. Underwood. Mr. Underwood smiles. You are not going to find many here who disagree that education is important. Many moving pieces play a role in the decision making, but I did not call you in here to talk about that. Our administration receives a cut of the budget, and we then credit our school budget from it. Year over year, the student population has been increasing while our funding has been decreasing. Is that why there's no sign-up for track this year? That came out more accusatory than I intended. We are taking a hard look at all our extracurricular programs. Student representation is not the goal. Service to the school is. We need additional manpower, and this is a relatively cheap method. And it presents you with an opportunity to help the school. If you do well and recruit some of your hard-working friends, you will make a positive impact. I cannot make promises beyond guaranteeing your paycheck. I take a deep breath, collecting confidence to put forth my most important question. How much will I be paid? Minimum wage, the same amount you receive from the library. Responded without hesitation. He was prepared. It's disappointing, but not more than I can realistically expect. Mr. Underwood downs the rest of his drink and glances at the clock on the wall. Are you interested? I hesitate but only for a moment. I need this. I'm out of other options. Maybe I can reconnect with some old friends. I equipped confidence and addressed Mr. Underwood. Definitely. It seems complicated, but I can help with whatever you need. Are you sure? This is not a small project, for me either. He glances at the wall behind me again. Yes, sir. What sort of work will I be doing? Mr. Underwood smiles. There you go. First, I believe they can support some of our administrative functions. We need someone to man the library here too, for example. We may also utilize your team for event planning services. We have access faculty rooms and spacious conference areas. I want to rent those for external events to earn revenue. Oh, like hosting workshops or conferences? I help the library with scheduling seminars. Yes. I need to develop a formal list of your responsibilities and the responsibilities of the union as a whole, achieve board approval, and get some paperwork to you. What you need to do in the meantime is vital. Please recruit at least 4 other students by the end of the week. That will demonstrate to the board that we actually have interested and ambitious students to fuel the program. It will not work if you're the only participant. Oh. Like a bucket of water thrown on a freshly lit match. Mr. Underwood senses my mood swing. You can ask him some of your... He seems to catch himself and continues after an awkward lapse. Your classmates will help. It will actually be a great exercise for you in preparing for your role as delegator. We have intelligent and creative students here, and I am sure you will find a handful willing to support their school. Yeah, I can do that. By Friday then? Yes. All of you meet me here and I'll give everyone an update and an initial push. The bell rings. Mr. Underwood gestures to the door. You better head to the next period. I would hate to consume more of your time than I should. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out by phone or email. Fluently, Mr. Underwood places his business card in my hand as I stand. It's a neat design. The card lists his office phone number, cell phone number, and email address. Is it strange to give your cell phone number to a student? He seems devoted. I nod and reluctantly smile. Thanks a lot, Mr. Underwood. No, thank you. He waves as I open the door and move back into the hall. Collecting my belongings from the last period was easy, since I hadn't brought any. Some students' books are still on order and haven't arrived. Most inherited old books. I linger at my open lock in the hallway. Mr. Underwood's card is in one hand and my phone in the other. Turner Underwood, Assistant Principal. I add him to my contacts. What was I about to ask him? Let's see. Should I record my time worked in a specific way? Hi, Mr. Underwood, it's Lane. Do you think I should record my time worked a certain way? Good question. I will leave timekeeping to you. Keep a central written or electronic record for everyone. I slip Mr. Underwood's business card in my worn wallet. With a metal clack, I close my empty locker. The sound echoes. The students who were shuffling around me have already entered their next classes. I haven't memorized in my schedule yet, so I use my crumpled note from my pocket. After a confirming glance, I crinkle it back in place and walk. At least I know a couple of people I can ask for Mr. Underwood's project. During lunch or this afternoon may be a good time to ask around. In the meantime, I'll plan, since we don't have many details worked out. Otherwise, I doubt I'll persuade anyone. 2 students, myself included, would be guaranteed at least. I'll need 3 more. Students are standing in regular circles outside my destination. Groups migrate past me while I approach 2 students in conversation. Why not? He is strict and he lives right next to me. Doesn't matter how hard-assed he is or where we hand off. Jeez, just help me out like before. I don't know. Hey. Evan spots me and with a sidelong step widens a circle of 2. Why is Evan out here? Forget it, man. Rosalind, how I missed you so. Either ignoring or reacting to my interruption, she moves against the flow of the other students. I notice the classroom they had been negotiating near is empty. I think art's cancelled today. Why? I begin moving with the flow of the crowd and Evan follows beside me. I don't know, she didn't come in and Coach Jean just told us to head to the gym. You mean Miss Webb? Yeah, Raj said she was really upset this morning. His eyes look past me and catch on the passing classroom door. Instinctively, I follow his darting glance and see nothing but a closed door. He continues doing this with each room we pass, so I decide to ignore it. She looked it. She was trying to find a new assistant principal, but I don't know why. It's weird. What is? I don't know. It's so different this year. Oh, did you? I stumble hard and grip the handrail, but the loose railing provides no support. I release it with a jerk and catch myself on the wall instead, palms open. Beyond the inner railing, a narrow gap separates the flights. The height from the second floor creates a more potent wake-up call than the smell of Mr. Underwood's coffee. Crap, that'll really hurt someone before it's fixed. I right myself and we continue downstairs. Did you ask? About a work-study position? Mr. Underwood said he'd like me to start a group. Like a paid club that helps the school. See, that's weird too. You know about the layoffs, right? And with way less elective classes? Principal Decker must be desperate, that's all. Mr. Underwood mentioned the school's budget was cut. That's more weird. Less. How can they pay you? There's less staff but not less work. We have to pay someone to do it. We're cheap. We? Yep. I face Evan outside the gym entrance with pep in my step. The burst of energy exhausted. It's minimum wage. He only need to put in around 5 hours a week. I got a lower limit of 10 since I'm organizing it. Evan scowls at the floor. As I expected, I'm smiling. I don't know. I have a lot of questions, and you can't... We lock eyes. Can I at least think about it? I wanted to do drama club this year. Of course, take your time and I'll text you the details tonight. Conveniently after I figure them out. Besides, there might not be a drama club unless someone knows out around here. You said a group. How many people? 3 more to get us going. Want me to ask Holly? It's probably not her thing. Doesn't hurt to ask. Let's go in now. I think we're late. For what? Everyone's either sitting around or playing ball. Our art class is around 20 numbers, and there must be well over 4 classes in here. They might as well have cancelled school today. I almost don't hear Evan over the chatter. Roz might have had the right view this time. I borrowed an abandoned basketball and joined the idle shooting on the corner of the court. Evan follows along the sideline. So, what were you two talking about? Nothing really. I mentioned Mr. Underwood moved into our apartment building. My shot bounces off another student's just above the rim, so I let another ball rolling near. How did you find out? He asked me to move a couple boxes. He lives alone, I think, but he seems nice. Sorry I didn't text you back. On my next throw, the ball moves through the net with a wish. It's fine. Got some good sunset shots out there. Did you talk to the librarian? She said they found someone. At the gas station? Nothing there at the grocery. Timing's off and they have enough hands. You know I can do your homework sometimes, or cover for you. My next throw misses with a thud from the backboard. It's fine. I'm going to have the student group. If I do well, it's sure to be steady. Right. So what will you do? Make Mr. Underwood's coffee. I mean mocha. I'm serious. So am I. My shot once again intercepts another student just above the rim. A tall girl approaches it with a relaxed greeting. Hi. Aha! The big buff one. Nice. I like her too. Yeah, I think Roz and her I quite like a lot. I'll have to remember the other characters. She dressed Evan, but I respond anyway. Oh. What's up? It is better to take turns. I'm briefly confused and glance at Evan. Her message clicks after he nods the basketball goal. Oh, sorry. She nods slowly and turns. Evan stops her by speaking up, which catches me more off guard than her. Nah, wait, this is Lane. He's a senior too. And, At this point, I suspect that pattern. Did he become popular with girls? Nat is listening patiently as Evan trails off. The answer is no. Better help him. We're offering a few students a paid position at the school. I just started this group to help the school administration since they're short-staffed. About 5 hours a week or so. It's a club that looks very good on your resume when you graduate. You'd be, organizing events and managing the library, or the computer lab. I have no interest. Nat. Her name's Nat, I remember now. As she walks away, she catches a stray basketball. She's attractive. I send a smile to Evan. Your pitch needs work. It worked on you, didn't it? Aren't you worried? I'll manage. We've got until Friday to get more members. Thanks for the wingman, though. You got it. How do you know her anyway? Through Holly. She knows everyone. Pulling her in basically means we're set. Like he said. Let's say you're right. Who else? Since I no longer feel confident enough in my multitasking to avoid disturbing Nat, I lead us to the bleachers. What you said earlier. They need people to manage the library? I say when I'm back to the wall. Why can't you just do that? Yeah, it makes sense. Miss Underwood didn't make it sound like a solo student was an option though. It's that they don't want to go through the setup for a single person. How much could it even be? And not that it's not worth it for without a substantial program. I don't like it, but you should ask Alice for help. I smile and take sense of the students here. They're full of solutions today. Today, huh? I approach a brooding guy and interrupt his reclined position. Again. No, wait, don't. Evan flinches and reaches out. Kane sits up as I approach and greets me with a look of recognition. What's up? What's going on with Alice? What? A sudden glare. Not the response I anticipated. Your girlfriend? Why isn't she with you? He steps level with me, then glances at Coach Jean. The coach is playing on his phone on the court bench. Kane stands tall and is much more physically imposing compared to other students. And to me. What the fuck are you trying to say, you little shit? What? Nothing, You just what? Wanna be funny? Get a rise out of me? My collar tightens as he grips the chest of my shirt so forcefully, I wonder if it will tear. Oh, what do you... Proxies for white flags, my hands raised defensively. He shoves me onto the stairs, the corner digging into my spine. Sharp pain. I wince and writhe. Play stupid fucking games to win stupid fucking prizes. He storms from the stands and into the halls. Evan helps me upright. You okay? Probably. They, broke up over the break. It was really public. Really? I mean, even I know. I noticed Nat looking at me from the court. She resumes playing. Well, I'd say that hurt my pride more, but my back didn't hurt so much. Jeez. She dumped him, apparently, and told everyone he was a womanizing pig. A failure. A poisonous fool. Specific. She posted it online. I've been too busy working to be plugged in. I know. It only seems to hurt worse than when I massage the area, so I stopped attempting. I'll catch Alice for lunch. Think she'll join? I don't know. Probably. Crazy asshole. I spend time recovering in Evan's company until our next class. As my sounding board, Evan helps think out more of the group's jobs. We at least become more familiar with the idea.